This segment is sponsored by the Real Estate Top Performers. Interest rates continue to trend low, so if you are thinking of buying or refinancing your home, now is the time. I talked to Hesler Reyes, with the Mortgage Link, and also Carla from Exit Right Realty, Carla Luna that is, for more information on how the housing market is doing right now. Hesler and Carla, thank you for joining us here for Great Day Washington. Hesler, I want to start with you because I know you have our deal of the day. What is the deal today?
Deal of the day today is a 30-year rate and term conventional refinance up to conforming limits for the loan amount. And it's the APR of 3.039 with the interest rate of 2.875 and with credit scores greater than a 740.
Those interest rates, they continue to be so low. What do you recommend people do right now to take advantage of those?
So to take advantage of the interest rates, one should definitely buy. Give Carla a call, give myself a call, get pre-approved, and go out there and buy. Reason being is that with interest rates being so low, your monthly payment's going to be a lot lower than it would have been a year ago, 2 years ago. And you have the possibility of actually qualifying for a bit more since your monthly payment's going to be less. And also, I would definitely recommend giving us a call to refinance. Right now, with interest rates being so low, I honestly think if you have higher than a 3.5% interest rate, you should give us a call. Let us work up an estimate for you, and let us see if we can save you some money monthly.
I love it. Carla, he mentioned to get pre-approved. For you right now, how does the housing market look as a realtor?
There are advantages to both sides of the market at this time. With piggybacking off of what Hesler mentioned, low mortgage rates are real incentives for buyers. And first-time home buyers are being particularly savvy to take advantage of this moment.
So, yes. Carla, for people who are buying and selling their homes, I know you still are doing business. How has it been to adapt during this time with that pandemic?
Well, when it comes to showings, for instance, we've adapted in a way where showings have been adjusted properly so that we're not overlapping. We are taking really serious cautious with the amount of people that are allowed inside of a property at any given time, with taking extra measures of making sure that we're using, face masks and properly protecting ourselves and making sure that we're, social distancing, but at the same time trying to, continue business as usual and being as informative as possible.
Hesler, I know when people talk about refinancing, sometimes they think this misconception that you have to start your loan all over again. Can you squash that for us today?
Correct. So a lot of people have the misconception of refinancing, am I going to start my loan all over again? And the answer is yes and no. We do have different programs. We have 10-year programs, 15-year, 20, 25, and 30. So if you're already a few years into paying your mortgage and you want to refinance, we can try to fit you into one of those terms that are less instead of starting a 30-year loan all over again. And for those folks that recently just bought within the last year or two, if they want to refinance you in 30 years, they have the misconception of me throwing away my money for the first 2 years. Do I have to start off my 30-year loan all over again? And the answer is yes, but there's a trick, a way to beat that. And for me, I always recommend the client to send a 13th payment. So in a year, there's 12 payments, one for every month. So you send a 13th payment towards principal, and that should lower your term about 6 to 7 years. So instead of starting a 30-year loan all over again, you start and you get into between the 23 and 24 year as well.
I like that you know the little tricks behind that, Hesler. That's good. Carla, real fast, is it a buyer's or a seller's market right now?
Well, as I mentioned before, there are advantages to both sides. There is, in our local market, I should say, there is a bit of a supply and demand trend, which is implying that it is slightly tipping towards the seller's favor, with properties that are being attractively priced and show well. These properties tend to get multiple offers and sometimes, go into bidding wars. So one would say that it is slightly in favor of sellers at this time, but going back to what Hesler was mentioning, with the unprecedentedly low interest rates, their buyers are also at a great advantage as well.
All right, so everyone get out there, be looking for those new homes. Carla and Hesler, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
All right, so take advantage of the deal of the day. You have to call today to take advantage of it, though. You call 833-MTG-LINK or visit themtglink.com. Tell them that you saw the amazing deal right here on Great Day Washington. And you can also follow the real estate top performers on YouTube.